Hello, everyone. Hi, Debbie.
Hello. Hi, Faye. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Steph. How are you all doing? Hope you're all
good,
well.
Hello,
Yeah,
Julie.
All good, Deb.
So you've got some nice things, haven't you?
Yes, so thought I would just show you. So lots of new stuff has arrived and we've only managed to get a few bits on the website so far. So there is going to be lots more going up at the weekend. So keep your eyes peeled over the next few days. So we've got some new collections from American Crafts. So we've got Cedar House and we've got Whatevs. So yeah, it's all stuff. I saw you've been waiting for Whatevs, haven't you? And the ruby slippers. Yeah, the ruby slippers Nouveau drops have come back in stock. So we've got that one in. Oh, hi Kate. Hi Jill. Hi Nicola. And we've got Helen and Julie with us. Oh, fab. Lots of people with us. So
Karen. Hello, Karen.
Oh, hi, Karen. So there's loads more to show you, but it's not unpacked from boxes yet and it's not on the website, but we thought we'd just show you these. So Cedar House, if I show you the paper pad first off. So I love this. It's gold foiled and it's kind of got a sort of industrial house feel. We've got bricks, we've got printers, blocks, cassette tapes, cameras, text, and some geometric animals. Let me flip this over here. That gives you a bit of
I didn't know it was foiled, looking at it.
Yeah. So certain papers are foiled. So this one here is foiled, the kind of parquet flooring. The geometric animals are foiled. There's other bits that have got bits of foiling on. It's lovely. I wonder if I can have a little flick. Look. Let me show you there. I love those.
That's very nice. The hilarious thing is, none of the children will know what they are anymore, will they?
No, we know what they are.
What they are.
There's the gold foiling, look, and the bricks.
Oh, that's nice.
Beautiful. Some words. So yeah, loving this collection. So that's Cedar House. Nice. And there's these little mini wooden alphabets. Look at these. Those are lovely.
Oh, that's cute.
Mini alphas. Then we've got some icons. I like the stag's head. You've got cameras, butterflies, and you've obviously got the funky cassette tapes. Got a slight vintage feel. Love that. Oh, Sue and Ali's with us as well. Hi there. Love that.
Hi.
Now these are my favourite.
Oh, and Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
These. Hi, Sarah.
Oh, they're nice.
I love these.
They're really nice.
Puffy chipboard. Look at these. They're like, and that's got sort of black foam backing. And I just love that giant word epic. Really good, these. Really nice. I mean, they're statement titles, aren't they, on a layout? So that's Cedar House.
Oh, I think,
yeah.
I think the nope would work very well for a student or someone at the moment.
A little toddler who that's his favourite word. Yeah, love that. So that's Cedar House. There's some more bits and pieces that need to go onto the website, but that's lovely. Then we've got Whatevs, which is from American Crafts. And then we've only listed a couple of bits so far because there are still lots of boxes to unpack. So this is right up my street. Steph, this is right up your street, isn't it?
So who designed that one?
I'm just reading Steph's comments. She used to have a video for V in the phonics bag, but had to remove it because none of the kids would know what a video is nowadays. That is brilliant. Oh, so look at this. Look at that.
Is there a designer for that one, Faye?
No. So both Cedar House and Whatevs are just American Crafts brands. They haven't named, I don't think, a designer.
Oh.
But this one's got foil. So the clouds, I don't know if you can see. Look at the clouds. Can you see that on the camera?
Oh, yes, I can.
That's like iridescent.
That's lovely.
How cool is that?
That's very lovely.
Loving the little rainbows. So that just gives you a feel for the pattern papers. So that is 24 double-sided sheets. Love that. And then there is some little enamel dots. There's loads of ephemera things, but we haven't quite got to getting everything out. So, and then we've got restock of Wizard of Oz, because this has been very popular by Carter Bella. And I think Wicked is in Bristol at the moment.
Yes, it is, I think.
Somebody I know was going to watch it this evening. So Wizard of Oz, that is, and you've been to see Wicked, I know, Deb, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. It was for Jenny's 30th birthday, and I made her a little house with the witch feet sticking out to tell her she was going.
Ah,
little Tim Holt's
great.
house.
Love it. And then we've just got a few more restocks of some other kits that have been really popular. So Dynamite is popular for scrapping little boy pages that are Dino Mad. Look at those stickers. How cool is that? My little one was never Dino Mad, but Car Mad. This one sold out, so this is a restock. The photo play kit seem to be really popular at the moment. So this is Go Outside and Play. It's lovely kind of, I do like these Playground Pals. The stickers are nice in those.
Really nice.
And the Brave, this one's been popular. I guess if you've got people who are serving in the forces, in the army, that's sort of camo, or good for fishing actually, people who've got a fishing hobby with the camo, but these are more like veteran sort of My Hero stickers, so that one has been popular too. Nicola says, I remember teaching teenagers about analog versus digital. Yeah, no, I remember when I taught juniors, we were just teaching the very, very basics of email, because that now I think a child of that age would laugh at me if I was trying to teach them email, because how times have changed.
Yeah. I think more people know about LPs, don't they? Because there's quite a thing for second-hand LPs, aren't there? And lots of people are starting to play them again, aren't they?
Yes, and actually little retro LP players are all the thing, aren't they, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be in.
Right, so we're going to do a few grids, aren't we, tonight?
Yeah. I got loads to do. I've been busy, I have.
You have.
Might
You've
do
been
this-
back in a cut file as well, haven't you?
I've backed a cut file with the papers, and I've still got this one that I've backed the hoop, and I've been inking in a circle, and I got this one. So I am.
You are.
I'm going to be busy tonight. Very busy.
See if you can get several layouts finished, because you're good. When you've done some planning, you'll be racing ahead.
I'll do at least one. I got to finish one. I have got photos ready, so
love that.
So what are you doing, Faye?
Right, so I have been working on a grid layout myself. So I cut these little 2x2 squares from the 6x8 pad, and then I'm just distressing the edges, and I've been inking in tea dye, and then I'm going to try. I was practicing on this little swatch, so I'm going to try inking a Distress Oxide underneath so that I create a little inky border. That was just a swatch that I was trying to see if it would work. I'm reading, catching up on comments. Our Wizard of Oz is in Manchester and Wicked in December. And your book for both, Steph. I love musicals. I just love going to musicals.
Well, a child in the week talked to me about the olden days when I was a child. I was quite offended.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
The olden days.
Speak for yourself. Funny. Yeah, house phone, Nicola, where we had to dial the number like this round in the dark. Mobile phones were not a thing. I did actually say to my dad at the weekend, Dad, I really don't know how you survived without like tablets. And I mean, I'm sure we were just plonked in front of the TV. That was a backup plan, but everything's so instant now.
Yeah. I think not many years ago, it all used to be letters, didn't it? Send a letter.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, this one, I just had a couple that I didn't get time to distress. So I just love these tools. And in fact, when I was making the 49 and Market mini book, I think I distressed every edge.
That's dedication.
Really. I know. Well, I was following a class, so I wanted to do as I was told, and it was actually, it added the extra. It was worth it. I love it, Steph. Yeah, not getting a mobile till you were 15. I got my first mobile when I started university. And
I didn't get my first mobile. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't get mine until I was a grown-up because it went around.
Yeah, well, same. I had turned 18 and was starting university, and it was only because I was driving for about an hour each day that in case my old clapped out Fiesta broke down, I was allowed a mobile just in case I broke down because I wasn't in a breakdown service. But yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And even then it was a scratch card that I had to top up my credit
I
with.
used to pay, I had a big orange Bosch brick and it was 10p a text.
Yeah, mine too.
Never called anyone because it was too expensive.
Oh, funny.
Oh dear. And I used to have somebody got my number and I had really dodgy email texts. I think I was part of a drugs ring or something. They were sending me the oddest texts.
You're like, hang on, wrong person.
It was things like the snow is going west and the polar bears are out. It was that weird. It was hilarious.
Funny. Do you know, Steph, a friend of mine is still on Pay As You Go, and she said it's so much cheaper. Or she's got something where, yeah, it's Pay As You Go, but you get 3 minutes. And of course, if you're on your home Wi-Fi, you're going to benefit from not needing loads of credit anyway. You can do kind of video calls or all on your internet provider.
I probably use Wi-Fi for most things, if I'm being honest.
Julie got her first mobile when she was 30.
Sorry?
Julie got her first mobile when she was 30. Do
you know, that was probably me, or a little, yeah, probably about that age.
Yeah. Sticks. So I got to try and work out the positioning of these. I normally just do it by eye, because obviously each of these are 2. So if they're 2 each and I have an inch gap,
now I did mine 2-inch photos, but I cut the squares at 2.5, I think. So I had a little bit of extra around the edge.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do mine by eye because I'm going to drive myself mad trying to match up. I love it. Tony only switched to monthly payments last year. Do you know, actually, I was watching Martin's Money last night, and there are actually some good deals. I mean, I'm on the monthly plan, and it's probably not the cheapest.
I've just changed to Tesco, and it's really, really reasonable. It's the cheapest monthly thing I've ever had.
That's good advice.
Does that work with all those photos?
Oh, yes, and black and white photos look great.
I printed them specially.
Really good. Worth printing them specially. Right, let's move some of these around. Right, I am literally going to do this by eye because life is too short for like constant measuring. It would probably be about an inch gap roughly.
See, I did mine straight, but then I was thinking they look all right if they're just a bit skew-whiff, don't they, as well?
I think so. I think you can try and be a bit too. And I'm not gonna like.
You're not going to sit and measure them, no?
No, I don't think so. If they're, I mean, I can't. I haven't got the brain power at this time, and I to try and work out.
I used my quilting ruler, and I have to say that is an absolute godsend.
This. I've got this.
Yeah, mine's.
What would you do with it?
I just line it up so I.
Oh, I see.
Like
Look,
that, so I know where. Yeah.
Okay.
But I find this pretty good. But then I'm a bit fussy about things. I either go completely on the wonk or straight.
Yeah, and I am fussy in that it would irritate me if it was wonky, but
yeah,
I sometimes don't have enough brain power to try and work out.
Oh no, it's Thursday, isn't it? It's like 8:20. I mean,
I know. Oh, lots of people saying looks lovely, Deb. Yeah, I think those photographs. It is beautiful. Right. So I am, where is my, I only want to put a tiny dab of adhesive because I want to be able to lift it up to tuck some oxide underneath. Right. So top tip, I'm going to stick the 4 corners down.
Oh yeah.
If I stick the 4 corners down using this, then I've got that as a
you've got
guide.
That as a guide to start with.
Oh, sorry, just totally knocked the tripod. Oh yeah, Nicola, does anyone remember trying to program a ringtone? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you could also like pay something to download a ringtone, but it was like this terrible squeaky tune.
It was never great, was it?
No.
I mean, I remember spending hours with my dad programming in something on the ZX Spectrum that was supposed to be a card game, and we spent hours and evenings on it. And when we'd finished, all the cards had a line that was skewed over in the middle.
Funny.
It was so disappointing. Hours we spent.
Oh.
And that was when you had a cassette tape to load up all the programs.
Yeah. Well, I remember having like a Commodore, and you had to put the tape in and sit and wait for it to load.
And do you remember when you first had the internet? That was like a real beepy long thing that took ages, wasn't it?
Dial-up.
Yeah. I mean, that took forever, didn't it?
Funny. Now, I'm not entirely sure this measuring lark is working because I'm not getting this completely.
Don't do it then.
I'm doing my best.
Don't do it.
Just not convinced how accurate it will be. Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, Karen
Frogger
had a ZX Spectrum and
Yeah, Frogger. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we spent ages. The first game we ever had, though, was a TV game. Do you remember the tennis game? And you plugged it into the telly. We had that.
Yeah.
And then we had a bonus because we had like a dial, and it was jumping over buses. It's supposed to be Evil Knievel. We spent hours on that.
Brilliant. Those were the good old days.
Absolutely. Now you'd show that to children and they'd go, what? What, I'm supposed to play on that?
Yeah, they would. Right, I am positioning these roughly. I'm not getting too hung up.
We've had a couple of wet plays this week, though, just a few. And I ended up doing Cat's Cradle with one of them. They vaguely knew how to do it, so that was nice.
Oh, great.
Space Invaders. Did anybody used to play Space Invaders?
Pac-Man.
My all-time favourite on the Commodore was James Pond. Loved that.
I love it. I'm not really into computer games now, but yeah,
No.
Tetris. I had a little, very old-fashioned Game Boy, and it was a black
were posh.
Black and white screen. Yeah. Right. No idea if this is. It's going to be straight-ish. It will be good enough for my wonky eyes. That'll work for me.
And there's nothing wrong with a wonky eye.
Steph had James Pond on the SNES.
Oh, I loved James Pond. It was such a good game.
What was the on the SNES? There was like a shooting game, like a duck. Oh, can't remember. Alex Kidd. Alex the Kid. That was on Sega, I think.
We had a Commodore 64, and then
yes, my sister had one of those.
I think.
I was never really much of a computer gamer, though. I think I was always pretending that I was making something, presenting on Blue Peter.
Oh, really?
Here's one I made earlier.
That was my dream when I was younger.
Yeah. I love it.
Somebody said, what would you like to do as a job? Oh.
Nicholas says Chucky. Quite a few people had Chucky egg.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It is one sheet of paper is taken over the chat. What is it from? Yeah, from Cedar House cassette tapes. We blame Cedar House. Yeah. Oh, to reminisce. Oh, the good old days. It's true.
Yeah, and those skates. I had a collection to play with, and it was cassette tapes and roller skates. And I thought, oh yeah, I've had a few dodgy hours on roller skates.
I had a terrible grazed knee because on my roller skates I went out the front, and Torval and Dean were big at the time, and I decided to try and be Torval and Dean, and I injured myself so badly. And it was back in the day where the concrete was like really gritty. You know, the concrete that really got stuck in your leg. It was that kind of graze.
Pebbled.
Oh, yeah. You know, it was that cheap. It's not like proper tarmac. It was just cheap concrete. Yeah.
Thank goodness you hadn't watched Dirty Dancing by then, because it could have been worse.
Yeah, can you imagine? Although I did do a Dirty Dancing lift at a wedding with my friend and ended up on the floor. Needless to say, it did not end well.
Do they ever?
She thought it was a good idea.
Oh dear.
When somebody says, yeah, go on, run, and you think, oh yes, this song, of course I will. Oh dear, to end up on your back on the floor.
That's not a good look, is it?
It definitely wasn't a good look. Oh dear.
I bet if somebody had filmed it, you could have earned a small fortune.
I bet I could. That's what I said. Was it £250 on You've Been Framed?
Yeah, you could have got. Yeah.
Oh,
Mind you, the humiliation wouldn't have been good, would it?
no,
National television.
probably not the best.
Just as well.
Just as well. Oh dear. Right, so I am experimenting. This, I've got to say, this is total experiment. I've got some worn lipstick Distress Oxide, and I have watered it down on a bit of palette. I wanted to just make these pop a bit because I've inked them in brown, but I wanted to give them a bit of a shadow, and I thought I don't want to put a brown shadow because that looks a bit, this is a nice pastel collection, so I'm trying a bit of an outline to see what it looks like. I love it. Everybody's telling stories. It's just everybody's reminiscing. Oh, yeah. If people
Helen's
dig
brother
out
and a friend practiced it.
Yeah. If you get the old consoles out.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm still sure we've got ours up in the loft. I keep thinking they'll be worth a fortune, but I've kept our old Game Boy.
I've got
my little one.
What's it called? Oh, I can't even remember. The cassette tape, the trendy Walkman.
Walkman? You've got a Walkman?
Yeah, and I've got a CD Walkman as well. I mean, no expense spared.
Yeah, the Discman. It was a Walkman and then a Discman.
Yeah.
And I had a Discman, but the trouble is you couldn't pick it up because every time you did, the laser would move and the CD would skip.
Oh, no.
Maybe mine was a cheap one. But now everybody would just play music on their phone. Remember we had iPods, and
yeah.
I don't think they're really a thing now, are they?
No, but I do like a nice old playlist on an iPod or a player.
Do you? Yeah. I love. Helen says it. Brother and his friend practiced the lift from a film for several weeks in the park and were able to do it in film. Now that is impressive. We were not quite that prepared. It was quite impulsive. After a few drinks at somebody's wedding.
Lemonades.
It was at somebody's wedding. Oh dear. And you just get caught in the moment.
That's such a fab film though, isn't it?
Oh, I still love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph, you still use your iPod? My dad's still got his, I'm sure he's still got his hi-fi, and it has got everything in a, I can't remember if he's still got it or not, but he did have it for years. It is nice to have it all stored in one place, isn't it? Particularly if you go out walking.
It's nice to have a playlist, and I've never played music on my phone, but then I don't want anything else on it because I've got so many photos. I think it would just take up more memory. Yeah. That's my problem with my phone.
That is true. Oh, Tony remembers a CD skipping when you danced. Yeah, couldn't move with that thing. You know, it's because it was like, I'm sure it was like scans with a laser or something.
Yeah, it was definitely. And the laser
would
skip, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right, I'm going around each of these, see how it looks, and then I'm going to layer it up with ephemera and my little photos. Yesterday I was watching, I think it's on this new delivery we've had, but we haven't had time to go through it all yet. the new Tim Holtz Distress pencils.
Oh,
I was watching his YouTube video last night because I was just intrigued to see what they do, and they are looking lovely, because obviously they all coordinate with the inks and the oxides.
oh,
They're the same 72 colours.
oh my goodness! Is that something that we need, Faye?
I think I'm going to. So they're water reactive pigment pencils. So obviously, Distress inks are dyes, Distress oxides are pigments, and the pencils are pigments. So they are and they react with water. I mean, like they did. Tim Holtz was demoing, so I thought they looked good.
He's fabulous when he demos things. He makes you want to buy it all, doesn't he?
He does. That's the thing. He's very good at what he does. It's like, oh,
he's excellent at what he does.
I might need some of these, and I'm thinking, oh no, there's 6 sets. Well, of course, for completeness, I'd want them all, and I'm thinking, oh no, that's you know, because they all come in their own cute little.
Oh, I bet they do.
And then you have them organised by like colour family. Oh, blush. Was nice. Nicola's still got her MP3 player in the car. Love it. Right, a bit more worn lipstick. I don't want to put the pad into that bit that's got all the water on it, because I don't want to water down the ink pad. Just picking up a bit more ink. Yeah, everybody used to have a hi-fi, didn't they, in the corner of the room, either a glass cabinet or a wooden cabinet one. It was the thing to have, like your entertainment station in your.
You'd have your records stacked in the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, how things change so quickly. They really do. I've slowly got rid of all my DVDs now.
We still have loads.
We've got some. We've kept some because we've got like kids' DVD players in the car for long journeys. And if we were to go away somewhere, then we wanted to take a film or two. So we've got like the classics that we just wouldn't get rid of. And I'm a bit like that with books. I keep books that are like I'd want to read again. But we had so many like videos all gone.
We've still got videos. We haven't even got video player.
You just got to keep them. In fact, I've got videos.
Go on.
Yeah, I've got videos from like when I used to be in shows and musicals and things, and I've got those on videos, and I really must find somewhere to convert them to DVD.
Oh, yes, you must.
Because they are, I mean, they would be hilarious to watch now. When I was about 10, 11, up to the age of about 20, when I used to tread the boards. I don't do that anymore. But they would be hilarious to watch. I am sure that would give us all a giggle.
I'm sure we would have fun watching that.
Yeah, Tony, people like, they are collector's items, aren't they? They're like vintage. Oh, Steph's still got a video player. That's great. It's like people still having their record players, their vintage record players. It's fab.
Yeah, they're still working. And if not, just make up a story and go on the repair shop.
Yes.
They'll mend it, won't they?
I love repair shop.
Love it. I'm in awe of their patience, though, because, do you know, some of the things I think, do you know what, I just can't be bothered.
I know.
It's just so intricate, isn't it?
It is.
Did you
and
see?
Because it's their job, they're so skilled at it.
Oh, I know. The repairing the books, that's one of the ones I just cannot get my head around.
That's
all that Japanese paper to stick everything together and then rebinding it. And I'm just, I don't think I'd have the patience.
I also would be
Really
fearful
don't.
that I do it wrong and what is somebody's super precious.
Yeah. It's a huge responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Nicola's got a whole collection of DVDs. Yeah. It's like, where does everybody else store theirs? I've literally got one drawer, I think. Have used Deb, you've got lots.
We've got loads. But then we've also got a lot of cookery books collected by a certain person.
I like cookery books. Yeah, I like cookery books.
Yeah, but you haven't got as many cookery books as we've got in our house.
You've got a lot of cookery books.
We have, well, not including the ones that are actually used and are in the kitchen. The ones right on the top of the shelf where I put them out of the way, I counted 220.
No, that's a lot.
Yes.
Well, you've got lots of inspiration.
It is a lot. Yes, but they're not used.
I love that. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. They're not used. Yeah.
Not actually used. They're just there for should you need some inspiration.
Well, it's never going to happen, is it?
Oh, Kate's still got all the videos, but no video player to play them on. Same. Great. Just got to keep them. Just
oh yeah, I saw the comic relief advert with no shove it in the bin. It's rubbish.
Oh, funny.
I think I'm happy with that one now.
Oh, I love it. It's lovely.
Right, on to the next one.
Oh. Right, I've finished doing my little pink outlines. I think that is just giving it a slight border. So now I was going to put my photos on.
I think I'm going to wood effect this one.
Oh, yes. So I've got my layout from last week. So that was the first one because I've got that. That was the wood effect I did from last week.
Yours looks more grey. Is it greyish?
No, it's actually gathered twigs and brushed corduroy.
Oh.
That was our border punched one from last week. This one I thought looked a bit grey, but that was brushed corduroy. Stamped.
Right, what colours have I got? Let's have a look.
Right, I'm going to put all these bits on here now. Let's start building this up. This is of our produce.
Hickory smoke. I'm wondering about a little bit of grey and brown, just to change it up a bit. Let's have a go.
Definitely. Right, we have. I wanted to put the big title down here. Either lovely or in the sub kit, because this is our monthly subscription kit for next month. It comes with this lovely sticker sheet. So we're shipping. Is it Moonlit Garden we're shipping at the moment, isn't it? I think you've got one left, Deb, of the Moonlit Garden, and then this is next month's.
Yes.
And then the following month is 49 and Market Wherever.
Yes.
Which we can't wait for.
Which is just a lush.
Yeah. Right, let's see. I'll put some of these little pieces here. There with me. Grow. Teacups. Helen says her brother used videos to make a maze for his hamster. Oh, you remember I used to have a hamster and we used to put them in those little clear balls that roll around the...
Oh, yeah.
Don't lose.
I never had a hamster.
It was my sister's, I must admit.
I looked after one for a friend once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decided it wasn't
weed
for
on
you.
me every time I picked it up. Okay.
You're like, oh no.
No.
Not for me.
No.
Funny. Right. I think those are all the little bits. I've got these couple of little bumblebees that are cute. Bumblebee there. Maybe. Bumblebee there.
Oh, you had a class hamster? Oh no, that's just grim.
I took home the school sticking set, and by the end of the summer holidays, it wasn't alive anymore. I can't work out what I did wrong.
One of the teachers had a land snail. It's the most gross thing I've ever seen in my life.
Giant African land snail.
It was just disgusting.
I can't think of anything worse.
It was absolutely revolting. Every time I went in the class, I said, "I'm not even looking at it." It's so disgusting.
Deb, I'm with you. I can't even think. Yeah, kids are fascinated by it. Not for me, that.
No, it's gross.
Giant African land snails? No. Let me just think about it for a minute.
I went on a school trip once to the zoo, and they asked if I wanted to hold a Madagascan hissing cockroach.
Cockroach!
Guess what I said? No, thank you.
Oh, let me think about that.
I'd love to, but please let the children have a turn rather than me.
Don't want to take their opportunity.
Oh, no.
No, I'm with you. Oh no, Kate, you found your sticking sets behind the wash machine not alive. It's tragic. I struggled to get over it. I mean, I thought I was doing... I mean, what does it take to look after a stick insect? I didn't think it could be that difficult, so I volunteered.
You can't even see them half the time, can you? How do you know whether you've got them or not?
Exactly.
They were probably alive. They'd probably escaped and gone to live with Stickman in his tree.
This one was definitely a goner. It was tragic. Oh dear. Never mind. Oh, Steph had to hold one of those now in the workshop. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it makes me feel physically sick.
A bit funny.
We had Jenny had a goldfish once from the fair called Tom. Oh my goodness, it didn't do well. They're never great from the fair, so we replaced it twice, and then we thought it's died again. We just can't replace it again. So we told her we buried it in the garden. We hadn't. We just flushed it down the loo. And then she strolled out with her bucket and spade, and I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going to go and say hello to Tom. I'm going to go and dig him up." and say hello.
Oh no.
I said, well,
Funny.
you can't really do that anymore.
Oh my gosh, Nicola, one of your friends used to let this giant snail crawl on her arm.
Oh,
I
it's
can't,
hideous. Oh,
it's
it's
making me
hideous.
feel
Just thought of it. No, oh no.
My dad won a goldfish at the fair and it lasted for over 10 years. My stepmom was cleaning out this tank weekly. It was the bane of her life, and this fish just was not going. At one point, like 8 years on, it's floating upside down like this, and it's still going. And they're like, oh, it might be good. No, that fish.
Yes, they're normally quite dodgy, aren't they, from the fair?
Exactly. This thing went on and on. Obviously, it was well looked after, which is why it was doing so well. But because she was cleaning it out all the time, and it was very well looked after. But it did go on.
That's just annoying, isn't it?
Oh dear. Right, some of these I'm putting on foam pads, making a bit 3D. This is kind of a good layout to use up all the bits, because all these little bits were leftovers from the 4 layouts I've done. All these ephemera, because you know there's like some random ephemera, but actually if you do a grid layout,
yeah, you can use it all, can't you?
Really use it up. Because it doesn't have to particularly, it all coordinates, but it doesn't have to match as such. You can get away with it. Ooh. Put the little grey sign. Our onions.
I'm going to add a bit more grey now, I think.
Let's get a few more of these. I'm sure I could use some of these lovely puppies. In fact, there are 2 sheets of
There's 2 sides to it, aren't there? There's
butterflies
and all sorts.
Here's the other side. So you've got these little puffy hearts I think are good to use. Use those. Dot these little puffy hearts all over. The bumblebees are cute. Puffy hearts. How's your inking going? You decided to go for grey.
Yeah, I think it looks all right. I've put a little bit of antique linen on, but I do like the grey for a change.
So that was hickory smoke?
Hickory smoke, a little bit of ice spruce stamping, and a little bit of pumice stone. Done a real mixage.
Mixerage!
Mixerage. I think it looks all right. It's more subtle with the hickory smoke over. I might do a little bit more stamping, just to tiny bit more. Put these away.
Right. What else?
Yeah, that's all right, I think.
Is it doing okay?
Yeah. Well, I like it anyway.
So I've got to decide what words. Oh, Sue's got a good story to tell. Friend was cleaning the fish bowl out, pouring water down the sink. The fish jumped out of the bowl, fortunately landed on the kettle. That's cool.
Oh no.
Oh no, and the kettle had to be buried with the fish. Oh, Sue. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
That's
I
tragic.
mean, it is tragic.
Kettles aren't cheap either, are they?
No. I'd quite like to use the title Spring Garden. So obviously you've got the word lovely. So either that title, just one big word at the bottom, or the title Spring Garden across two. I think lovely on its own is a bit more of a statement letter. It sort of pops a bit more. I love it. Steph says, Deb, you're concerned about the kettle cost, not the actual fish.
That would have gone quickly, wouldn't it?
Ooh, that kettle. Funny. You can just imagine these poor children.
What do you think on hoop on foamy dots? I was debating backing it in vellum. I had a bit of
The
vellum.
grey looks good with the pink. I think grey.
That's what I thought. I wanted to go a bit of grey for a change.
Yeah, the grey was a good choice with the pink.
Right. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I've got it. I've got a little bit of vellum. I thought I might. Don't think it'll show though, so it's a waste.
What, the vellum?
Yeah, it won't show apart from. It's not going to show on white. No,
Just giving it a bit of texture, if anything.
I'll
But
save
if it's
it
not,
for something else.
yeah. Right, your little butterfly. Here. So I've got grow, and then
There's got to be an easier way than doing all these tiny little squares, hasn't there?
oh my gosh, is that to raise it up?
Yeah.
I'd be spreading it out probably a bit more than that, but
If it squishes though, I won't be happy. You know what I'm like.
I know it'll have a dent.
If it dents, I'm not going to be a happy person.
Oh, thank you, Helen. Loving the whole grid, the grid layout.
Yeah.
Oh, shaker pocket, yeah. That could work well. Particularly now Debbie's doing all those foam dots. But you'd have had to have put a
I'd have had to put an acetate first, wouldn't I?
But
I'm taking them off.
If people have the kit and they do get obviously you get the 2 cut files, don't you? You could actually definitely create a shaker pocket with the cut file that's in the kit. Perfectly.
Should have thought about that before. Mind you, then it would be getting just the right colour of sequins. I think it'd have to be quite muted with this one.
Yeah. Pastel sequins would be perfect.
I've only got garish. I've only got child garish sequins at the moment.
I haven't made a shaker pocket in a while. I do enjoy a shaker. I definitely love.
Last one I made was the snowman globe for our advent.
Oh yes. Oh, we had
Advent.
some lovely messages for our advents. That was so nice
we
to have
did,
one.
didn't we?
People messaging us going, and even just last week somebody messaged to say, I just wanted to say how much I love the advent, and I forgot to message, and it was so nice to have that feedback.
It's so nice, isn't it? Because you hope everybody likes it when it goes out, and we obviously put a lot of time and thought into it, but when you do get the feedback, it's really lovely.
It is wonderful to hear. Definitely going to put a little bumblebee down here. This is coming along. Lots of little pieces. I might add a few little droplets here, or some little nouveaux around the edge, with some extra ink. Heart there. Live simply. Have I got any ephemera left? Let's see. I must admit, I've used. This is the only ephemera I've got left from the whole pack, which is Happy Day, the bird box, which I think you've used recently, but it was just a little bit too big to fit on a square, and the nest was just a bit too big to go on a square. But
well, I've got loads left to use, but I'm only on my third layout, so.
But you got lots planned.
I've got lots planned. I've got lots ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, we also have in the kit enamel dots. So let me dig out the enamel dots, because I definitely think we could stop. We got the coordinating enamel dots. Got the word hello. Don't think that's going to go. It's a shame that's not smaller. That could do with. Tell you what I have got, which might work. So I've got these lovely little words. Be you bravely, be awesome today. Best day ever. I do like these little typed words.
Yes. Are they Tim Holtz ones?
Yeah, I think we've got these in the shop, chit chats or small. This one's called Small Talk. He's done a few different ones, but they're great. Really nice. I like this. Cultivate kindness, because it's kind of linked to the growing, but cultivate kindness is nice. Best thing ever. Right. Maybe one more little word here. Hello. Just because life is good. That's nice.
Oh my goodness, look at the time.
What time is it? Oh, well, time flies when you're having fun. I feel like I've just worked on this forever. I keep adding to it and adding to it. I'm like, oh, a little bit more, a few enamel dots here.
I thought I had a photo here ready for this one.
It's because we're having a lovely time.
Absolutely.
3 little enamel dots there. Time flies when you're having so much fun. Enamel dots there. I want some green enamel dots. Where would I fit some in? Yellow. Can I tuck an enamel dot somewhere? Yes. And I think and green. Right. I mean, this is the kind of layout you could add and add and add. But we are, oh, lovely pictures, Deb, as well.
Yes, I'm just going to
Fabulous.
chop one of those.
So,
Lovely mum and dad.
It's just flown by, hasn't it? It's gone. But I think, I mean, I could keep adding. I might keep adding, but you need to know when to stop. I think we're all right with that. It's looking fab, Deb. Wonderful. Well, we will finish off, and we will be back same time next week. And I might be delving into the Wherever collection possibly, because I've used up all my kit from this one, so I might get on to the next one. But we shall see. I know. So much to do. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, and we will be back same time next week. Have a good weekend when it arrives, and take care all. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.